have a very special show today. We have Mark White. He will be on the phone with us in a little while. Mark White has parted ways with the Spin Doctors, the band that he is known with, the legendary band. Wow, they've been around for over 30 years already. Many hits, Two Princes and Little Miss Can't Be Wrong and a bunch of other great tunes. Great band. Had a great run in the 90s. Towards the end of the 90s, they had some trouble and they split up. In the early 2000s, the four original key members got back together and have been an active band again ever since, and have put out some of the best music, in my opinion, some of the best music of their careers, in the 2000s. But it's definitely not. Their music doesn't get as heard as it, as wide as it did in the 90s, but still a great band, still an active band, tremendous live show.
Oh, completely.
And but now Mark, a member of the band, for off and on, but mostly for the past 30 plus years, out from the band, and we're gonna get the scoop. We're gonna get the skinny. We're gonna get the deets.
The skinny.
The skinny.
The deets.
The skinny and the deets.
We're so old.
We're so nerdy. We're so out of touch.
Hey, Mark, how are you? Do you
Who's
hear?
this?
You hear him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, then why do you keep asking me?
I don't know what she's doing. I have no idea what's going on there.
He's a woman, that's why.
He was talking to you, and you were ignoring him.
Oh, I wanted to get him on the air so that everyone could hear him.
But he said, "Who's this?"
I know, but I didn't have my headphones on. I had those on.
You couldn't hear him with those on?
Oh, man. So it's still amateur night here up there, huh? That's cool.
Some things never change, pal. Some things never change. All right, so we thank you guys for waking up to talk to us this morning.
I didn't even go to sleep. I've been up this whole time.
Well, because you're a rock and roller. You're up all night with the sex and drugs and rock and roll.
No, I was playing Halo.
You're playing what?
A video game.
Playing video games? Well, no wonder they dumped your ass. I can't go on a tour. I'm playing a video game. What are you, 12?
No. I'm unemployed.
All right. Start from the beginning. Give us a scoop.
What do you mean?
What happened? What happened?
Wait, am I live on the airs right now?
Yeah.
People are listening to me right now?
Well, all four of them, but yeah.
Yeah, all four of them. That's
No,
right.
we're in double digits, I'll have you know.
Oh, really? What is 11?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the whole these I can't even believe it. I can't even believe I'm going through this. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
we agree.
But first of all, New York turned into Nazi world, so I couldn't even go in there. And we had gigs there, and I was like, well, I'm not getting vaccinated, and I'm definitely not getting tested, and I'm definitely not wearing a damn mask. So they still wanted to do gigs, so, get another bass player. So that's what they did. We got another bass player. I was cool with it. And
right, because that was
use my stuff.
Right, because that was just a temporary thing. He's just filling in until you were ready to come back.
Right.
Right,
and
okay.
So I was going to come back. But then it just got quiet. Like, Aaron stopped talking to me. Nobody was calling me. I wished him happy Thanksgiving in the chat, but nobody said anything back to me.
Ah, that's weird.
And then what was it? Christmas came, blah, 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 whatever. And then the other day, somebody was like, hey, what's going on? I just talked to Chris, and they said they were going into the studio with another bass player. So I called up Jay, and I asked him what the hell was going on.
Now, let me just stop you. Who's Jay?
Jay's our manager.
Manager, okay. Just wanted
to... Who informed me that if I wanted to go into the studio, I would have to be vaccinated or take a test. Not like a test of, music test, but like a vaccine test. And then I'm like, who am I supposed to show that to? I mean, which one of those guys is in charge of the tests?
Right. Right.
So, we're all going to get tests. So we're all going to walk in there and show each other our tests. How many times do we have to do that? Like every other day? Are you serious? But they're vaccinated.
Right.
So if you're vaccinated, why the hell are you taking the test? Because you're vaccinated. You're not going to get COVID if you vaccinated, right? Isn't that what they told everybody? Go get your little shots and you will be protected from the virus. So then, why do you care if I'm not vaccinated? Like, I don't understand that. If you're vaccinated and I'm not vaccinated, that means you're protected from me. That's what the vaccine does. Unless I'm missing something. I mean, I don't know.
We all know that that's not the case. The vaccination may or may not make it a lot less troublesome if you do catch it. For
who?
For a lot of people, but again, I'm not.
For who in general?
I'm sorry. Say again.
For who?
I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm just telling you what's out there. I'm telling you what's being said, what the current situation is. I'm not telling you you're right or wrong. I'm just telling you, and I'm not even giving you my opinion. I'm telling you that's what they're currently saying, right? You can get the vaccination, and if you get COVID, it won't be as bad because you have been vaccinated.
So then you shouldn't be worried about unvaccinated people then.
Okay. But all right,
because if we're all unvaccinated, if we're all vaccinated and we're giving each other COVID, how is that different if we're all unvaccinated and we give each other COVID?
Because they're saying that the vaccination makes the COVID less. It'd be less harmful. So it's protecting you in that sense. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
That's great. So I fine. I don't really believe that, but that's
right.
Fine.
Okay.
So that means that if they're vaccinated and I'm unvaccinated, that I'm the only one that might go to the hospital.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You're absolutely right about that. Yes.
But I already had COVID, so I have natural immunity. But apparently, in the year 2022, there's no such thing as natural immunity anymore.
Well, how long now? And I'm not busting your balls. I honestly don't know. You had it because you had it almost 2 years ago. So how long does natural immunity last? Forever?
I don't know. All I know is I'm still not sick, and I'm doing fine. I mean, I got, you get a flu.
Sure.
This is a coronavirus, right? So that means that it's like a cold,
right?
And that just means it mutates. The mutation rate is very high.
Yes.
And so even if you get vaccinated, it's no different than a flu shot. Remember how you get a flu shot?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
It's exactly the same thing. You can't predict what the next mutation is going to be.
Right. And I'm with you. I do hope with this current strain, because it does appear to be weak, whether you're vaccinated or not, it does appear to be weak. I'm hoping that it's maybe kind of dying off a little bit, and it's just going to be part of our norm, just like a cold and a flu. That other people choose to get a shot for, and hopefully we can all just survive with it like we do with a bunch of other viruses.
No, it's not going to be normal because look where we are now.
All right,
but the most ridiculous. These guys actually, and you know what's amazing? They didn't officially kick me out of the band, but if you're going to go in the studio with another bass player, that means I'm out of the band as far as I'm concerned.
All right, so let me back this up a little bit. So you said you weren't nobody was talking to you even on Thanksgiving. They didn't send you a message back.
Nope.
Normally they would. You guys. So even
of course.
And even when you stopped touring because you weren't vaccinated, they were still in touch with you.
No, nobody was talking to me. They were pissed. I'm sure they were pissed.
Oh, so they were mad. They were mad. Okay. Is it possible they thought you quit the band already? At that time?
No. If I quit the band, I would say I quit the band.
Right.
I mean, I'm not like them. I just come right out and tell you I quit because I quit the band before. I didn't. You know what? When I quit the band before, I didn't just disappear or didn't say anything.
Yeah, like not answer messages and not show up.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I said, listen, I had enough of you motherfuckers. I'm out of here, and I quit. And that was it. And everybody knew I quit because I made a big deal out of it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'll give you that. No, I'm trying to play devil's advocate a little bit and just get the details.
But you suck at it.
How long has the manager?
You knew that already.
How long has the manager been managing the band?
As long as I've been in the band.
Wow.
It's crazy to me that he didn't contact you. Like
there should have been a conversation.
There should have been a lot of conversations.
I called him.
Yeah, that's
crazy. The way he was talking to me was just so condescending. It was unbelievable. Well, if you don't get vaccinated, then you can't go into the studio. Just like I was like, what?
They're just mad that you didn't tour with them because,
listen, we don't. Listen, there's no tours. See, that's what people don't get. This isn't the Blues Traveler. We're just flying here and flying there and doing these ones. We're not actually on a bus or in a van going out for 2 weeks. Every time it's like, Mark, so when's your tour starting? I get so freaking angry when people ask me, when's your tour going to start? We're not on tour. We haven't been on tour since I can remember. All we do is we get a gig on Monday or Saturday. We fly there, come back. Next week we got another gig.
Right. Okay.
We don't have like these actual work. See you later, honey. I'll be back in 3 months. No.
Were
I'll be back in 2 hours.
Were venues giving you a hard time? Like, did they say all the band members have to be vaccinated, and you weren't able to go, or you just didn't want to go?
Well,
to
I know
these
the Brooklyn
gigs?
Bowl was draconian. I know the Brooklyn Bowl took it to the whole show me your papers level. I mean, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah, we went to
And
MGM, and then
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. We couldn't.
Yeah, they weren't letting people in.
Yeah.
Without proof of vaccination.
Yeah.
Not even a negative test result. It just only people who are vaccinated. That's it.
Why? Why you got to be vaccinated to go into a place? Why? I don't understand that. What does that mean?
Don't ask me,
what
man.
Does that mean? You got the vaccine, so what does that mean? It doesn't even mean anything. No,
Right.
I'm vaccinated. So?
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
So only people go in and think, I mean, these people are so stupid.
So
I can't even stand them anymore.
So did Jay actually say you're not in the band, or did he say you're just you couldn't go in the studio because you're not vaccinated?
I mean, I clearly said. I mean, if you can rewind it, you
Yes.
can hear what I said. I said that he said to me, "If you want to go in the studio and record, you're going to have to get vaccinated."
All right. So you're not out of the band.
And take a test.
So you're not out of the band.
No, at that time, I wasn't out of the band.
Okay.
But there's somebody else going to record the bass. Once that happens, I don't want to hear nothing from anybody. What I'm saying is that, as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to go in the studio and use another bass player, then I must be out of the band. Because there are numerous ways for people to record music nowadays. You could do it remotely.
Yes.
You could leave disgusting piece of shit New York City and go someplace like Nashville or somewhere like that where it's where it's neutral, like Switzerland, right? You could just go in there and everybody could just get together. But that we can't do that because those three guys don't want to be around me because I'm not vaccinated. That's what they're claiming. But then you're going to get on a plane and fly down to Mexico and do a show. You're on a plane full of unvaccinated people sitting right on top of you for 4 hours.
Yeah,
you're going down there and doing the show.
Point.
So as far as I'm concerned, they're probably pissed off because I'm a Trump supporter. You know?
So
that's what it is. Everybody finally had enough of my, I'm a conservative. And that's the thing that really pisses me the fuck off is that, you get to say whatever you want, but I have to be quiet. That's what they're telling me. Mark, you got to calm down. You got to, why should I do that? Why can't I speak? This is my own personal page. I can do whatever I want. What has it got to do with you?
Have they actually said that to you? Hey, Mark, why don't you take it easy a little bit with that shit?
Yes, people have said it to me.
People involved with the band.
Yes. Keep it down, But if I was a liberal, if I was like, go Joe Biden, and instead of fuck Joe Biden, if I was go Joe, Kamala Harris is the greatest thing that's ever happened, and I love paying higher taxes, and high gas prices really turn me on. If I was like that, everybody would be happy.
Is it, it is possible because they've been with you for a long time. I think they're just looking out for you. They're just worried you're going to have a heart attack because you're getting all upset.
No, I've always been upset. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been upset.
And that's right. That's my point. Now you're getting older. You're in your high 50s. They're worried about you. They just want you to calm down and enjoy yourself. I'm worried about you.
Nobody's worried about me.
I'm totally worried about you. I'm always worried
about
you.
Those guys, listen, you know what your problem is? You're trying to be funny, and you suck at it.
You're not saying anything we don't already know. That's why you are who you are.
Yeah. This is such a tragedy, and people are losing their jobs. People are just,
yes, I know.
And listen, I don't understand it. Why is it that you got the vaccine, but you're not happy until the people next door to you get it? Why do you care? Why do you care? So that means what if I don't have the vaccine and you have it, and I'm upset because you got it? Why does it always have to be like that? And it's just stupid liberals. It's always the same thing. You don't have the vaccine, you have to go get the vaccine. Why do I have to get it?
Well,
Somebody explain it to me.
Well, you and I have talked privately, and I have told you that part I do disagree with. I know plenty of people who aren't vaccinated who are getting mad at people who are. It goes both ways, in my opinion. But, people, and I respect both sides. That's what it comes down to. Unfortunately, you just have people who don't respect each other's opinions. I mean, we have not. Republicans and Democrats have never been more divided than they are since this started. Probably since the Civil War. And it's a shame.
Trump. Listen, you know what? Everything was nice and quiet. Obama was the president. That piece of crap. And the next thing I know, Trump was the president, and all because I'm just a regular conservative. I was never into politics.
Right.
I was never a big politics dude.
You were just into your atheism,
right?
Yeah.
I hated Obama, right? Because that stupid health mandate fine thing. Luckily I never got that piece of paper because I was just going to write "fuck you" on it. I was never going to pay that fine.
Yeah.
Stupid loser.
Those are hefty fines too, man.
Anyway, then Trump becomes the president, but unbeknownst to me, all these liberals flipped out. All my friends, all the stupid hippie spin doctor fans, right? All flipped out, and then it was just like a tornado of hate. And people were calling me up personally. People were messaging me personally. Are you a Trump supporter? Are you a Trump supporter? And at first I was like, I got to chill out because, I just wasn't ready for that. I was just trying to be nice. I was trying to not to. But then I realized I was getting bullied. As soon as I figured out I was getting bullied, I started fighting back. And that's the reason why we are where we are today. Because you can't bully me. And that's what this is all about. I got a friend right now. He's like, listen, you're posting a lot of misinformation, so I know what's going on. You need to call me, and I will tell you what's going on
regarding the band or the coronavirus.
The world.
The coronavirus.
Okay.
He's going to educate me on why I should get the vaccine. Listen, idiot, you got the vaccine, so shut up. The hell? There's 7 billion people on the planet. Why the hell is everybody mad at me?
What really bothers me is that Mark had to find out. He had to find out whether he was still in the band. That's what floors me. I think unless the manager
candy ass shit.
Unless the manager and the band member said to you, okay, if you're not going to get vaccinated, don't call us until you do, and then you would know. And then you would know. But if they didn't say
nobody
anything
would say
to
that,
you.
though.
But here's something that I'm wondering. Again, trying to play devil's advocate a little bit. Do they? Because spin doctors. You guys are known to be such a great live band. Do you guys record that way? Do you record live?
No, we nitpick it. You would think. But
a lot of your songs sound like it's live. Like a live.
Yeah, but we're good musicians. Those guys. Listen. When I first got in that band, those guys were badasses. We used to just do all kinds of driving in the crazy weather. I remember one time we were going somewhere, and I think both Aaron and Eric were bedridden. We got up, did the show, and it was the middle of the winter, and went back to sleep. It's like, what happened to those? What happened to that?
Well, it's
now if you sneeze next to one of them, they're going to freaking start crying.
Well, that's
what
the
hell's
irony
wrong
of
with
it, Mark. Like Chris Barron is the one who gave me and Mark COVID. I'm still not over that. Here I am just minding my own business, going to see a concert. I go home a few days later. I'm deathly ill. Mark is too. So Chris, who's not letting you in the band, he diseased us 2 years ago. And
it's funny? I did the show with COVID.
Right.
And then I drove all the way back to Houston with it. So I don't want to hear it.
What's the issue with just getting tested? I know people have their issues with the vaccine, and I'm cool with that. I don't personally feel it should be mandated or a law. I personally feel it should be a choice. I don't have a problem with you get it or not. But what's the problem with getting the test and showing the guys, hey, look, I got a negative test. Here I come.
Because I don't respect my peers. I'll get tested if I have to go to another country, which I'm never going to do anyway. If I go in your store and you own the store and you say to me, sir, can you please put on a mask? I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to either put it on or I'm going to leave. But if I'm in the store and another person's in the store and they ask me to put on a mask on, then we're going to go 2 rounds. Simple as that. Don't tell me what to do. I don't need to show people in the band a goddamn test. Are you serious? That's like the most ridiculous thing ever. So every time I go someplace, I gotta show somebody a test. Look at me, I'm negative. Oh, can I come and play with you now? Oh, can I hang out with you now? Oh, here's my negative test. Oh my God.
Meanwhile,
Here you go.
as he's saying, he'll be on the plane. Chris will be on the plane with 1,000
Yeah.
unvaccinated
I hear
people.
you. I agree
He'll
with
go
that.
out to dinner and hang out in a bar, and
Right.
there's inevitably
I'm gonna show
5
I'm
people
gonna
in
show-
there not vaccinated.
I've been in the band for 30 years, and now I got to show these motherfuckers a test. Are you serious? It's a good thing Jay wasn't standing in front of me. I probably would have knocked him right out. I was so pissed. I was like, "Are you serious, dude? I'm gonna come all the way to New York City, and I got to have a test, a piece of paper in my hand. And I go, here, guys, here's my test. Can I record now?
So do you?
I will cut my arms off first.
That's not good for a bass player.
That's true.
I'm not doing nothing. Listen,
Forget the 4
listen,
fingers will be a 20.
I don't do things that don't make sense.
Four.
That's the way it is. I'm not doing it.
So the how did you guys get along before this? Do you think this is just an excuse to dump your ass?
I don't know. They can't be that stupid. So it's got to be something else. You're going to sit there and tell me, listen, you're going to still, if you were so, because this is what, because, Aaron caught COVID already.
Right. Well, we know Chris did already too.
Well, he claims he doesn't have it. He didn't have it. I know Jason just got it. So this is the problem. If you're so worried about your health, then you shouldn't even be doing shows.
Right. I agree. If this is how they're going to feel about it, I agree.
You shouldn't even, if you're so concerned that little old me shows up in the studio and I'm spreading all these germs and you're going to all get sick and die, then why the hell would you get on a plane with all these unvaccinated people? It's sneezing and eating and blowing their nose and whatever.
It's a shame because that's why I asked how you got along before, because musically, the 4 of you, because the Spin Doctors have put out albums where it's not the same 4 guys, and there's some good stuff on those albums, but it doesn't compare.
I don't think so.
It doesn't compare to the four of you, and even now, the bass player they have now, super bass player, phenomenal bass player, and I love him with Lenny Kravitz. I loved him in Little Steven's band.
No, Jack Daly's he's a great bass player. I mean,
Absolutely.
I actually told them to get Jack.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, because Aaron knows him too.
Mm-hmm.
We all know him, but he's
Right.
a liberal and he's vaccinated, and he's a militant vaccinated person. So they may be all. You know what happened? They probably did all these shows with him, and then it was like, you know what? This is so much better without Mark. This is just so much better. He's liberal. We're liberal. We're all vaccinated. We're like a happy family now. We're all white. This is great.
Well,
and
you're white.
You're Mark White.
Yeah, you're Mark White.
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't handle it with your.
When I get angry, I'm black. Just remember that.
You're Mark Black.
Maybe they just
I'm
couldn't.
the black dude when I get angry, I'm the black dude from the Bronx.
Whoa.
Not Queens, the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Remember that. It's not the same. Queens, I lived in the Bronx and then I lived in Queens. And Queens is, but the Bronx is like, yo, it's time to go 2 rounds. What's wrong with you?
Just 2, huh?
That's all it takes.
Well, I think it was bad form. I think the manager is mostly to blame, but all those guys, you've been together way too long to be treated that way. Just
Well, that's fine. They
tell
can
you.
treat what they can do. Listen, you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't have to participate. I don't have to be a part of your stupid twisted program.
All right, so
You
let's.
can kiss my ass. Listen, what people don't understand is that I don't do stupid stuff. Like, I don't do things that don't make sense. It's impossible for me to do it. And if I question everything. See, when the vaccine came out, Aaron ran right down there and got it. And I was like, well, I don't need to get it because I already had COVID. But that whole MAR or whatever it's called in front of it, the vaccine, made me think twice about it. I was like, well, what is that? Why isn't it just a vaccine? What's going on? So I had to find out what it was. And I was like, there's no way I'm getting that shit.
Right.
I'm not doing that. But then I was like, well, I don't have to do it because I'm already vaccinated. So I'm just sitting in my house chilling, and then I look at the news. Well, natural immunity doesn't exist anymore. What? Natural immunity wears off. Natural immunity. It's just like, and then here's the thing. Why are they pushing it so hard? Why are they pushing it so hard? Why is it such people getting fired? You can't go into a place. You can't do this. You got to get vaccinated. Why?
Because Trump gave billions to Johnson and Johnson, and he wants his buddies to get their money. I'm just pumping you up, man. I'm just joking.
One of my goofy friends actually said, "Well, you're a Trump supporter, and Trump got it." I said, "You see, that's the difference between conservatives and liberals. Conservatives think, and so they just don't follow their leaders blindly. You're a liberal, so you're just going to do whatever they tell you. You're no different than a stupid sheep. I mean, what's wrong with you? You can't think for 5 seconds.
I'll give you that, man.
You can't figure out something for 5 seconds. You're just going to believe everything that they tell you."
I personally think it's on both sides, but yeah, I'll give you that. Blind faith will get you killed. Absolutely. So, all right. So let me ask you this: if they did call you, let's say it's September 2021, Jay or whoever or Eric, any of the guys call you up and say, "Okay, look, you're still not vaccinated. You don't plan on getting vaccinated. But we want to go into the studio. We've got a nice little chemistry going with Jack. I just want to let you know we're going to take him into the studio with us." You would be okay with that, just because he let you know in advance?
No. I would have been like, "You're a bunch of cowards, and don't ever call me again." You don't do that. That's not what you do. Listen, the band didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. If this stupid COVID crap wasn't around and all these stupid governments weren't just harassing everybody, then this wouldn't even be a problem. But what happens is that every day you turn on CNN. "Oh, you're going to die. You're going to die. Every day, you're going to die. If you don't do this, you're going to die. Oh, my God, you're going to die." And then eventually, liberals start believing it. And so now they become the draconians. Because what's the name? What's the stupid president? His mandate got shot down at Supreme Court, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be like, "Oh, thank God, we can all relax now." No. So what happens? So now we see all the tyrant companies. "Well, we're still going to enforce a vaccine." The spin doctors. "Well, we're still going to enforce the vaccine." See what I mean? And we don't even have more than 100 employees. It's just the 4 of us.
Right. Yeah.
Stupid. I mean, for somebody
Is
to
it the
say,
studio
listen,
rule or no? Just these guys.
What?
Is this the studio rule?
Sally, do I have to come out there?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yay! Bring Aaron. Yay!
Yeah, but it ain't going to be good for you if I have to come out there.
No, we're okay with it.
It's not the studio rules. It's the band rules. Because, listen, you can just say no. If all these musicians were like me and just said, "You know what, we're not going to put up with this," then all these venues would be like, "Okay, we're not going to do it," because they would be losing money.
Right. And
Because that's what's happening right now.
Yes.
There's a whole lot of people losing money, so they're calling back all their unvaccinated people.
Yeah.
Because you can't just fire a whole bunch of unvaccinated people, and then who's going to fill? If you're a doctor, a nurse, a pilot, those things take years to fulfill.
Right.
So now they're calling all these people back. They're not telling you they're calling them back, but they're calling them back. It's outrageous. And I've done so much reading and research and whatever. I know that I am not ever going to get that vaccine. Me and my wife are never going to get it. That's it. And I haven't been inside a store since August.
How do you get your stuff?
Because I refuse to wear a mask.
So you're buying your stuff on Amazon?
On Amazon, and I do Instacart.
See, but now
you can kiss my ass.
See, now you're putting people out of work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. That's your problem. If you got these stupid rules you want people to follow, and then they don't follow them, that's on you. Why should I participate in insanity? You got these little kids wearing masks. Kids are supposed to get dirty. They're supposed to be nasty. That's how you build your immunity. Mm-hmm. So when these kids get older, they're not going to have any immunity, and they're going to get sick. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous to put a mask on a kid. That's like child abuse as far as I'm concerned.
I am hoping that herd immunity, comes about and we can just get past this once and for all.
You can't. There's no. Listen. This is a coronavirus. right?
Yeah.
And you just got to let it run its course.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Build an immunity. Let it go. I mean, we're getting this Omicron virus now, and it's the weakest one we've had. And even when we've had other strains, we were still hearing about this next one that's coming. We're not even hearing that now. So I'm really hoping that we're kind of on the downswing. You're going to hear it, Mark White,
because this is political. Listen, if you think this is about health, it ain't about health. Because if it was about health, all the wimpy people, like the dudes in my band, would never leave their houses.
I agree with you. I do feel, unfortunately, that it has become political.
Truly about health. Oh my God. Yep. You know, I got my lung is this. And, you know, Jay told me Aaron has asthma. Well, I never heard of that. I never heard that before.
You never knew that Aaron had asthma?
Well, I don't think I have no idea what the hell these people are talking about. I've known the guy for 30 years, and I never heard that until the other night.
Because you left New York. He doesn't have time to give you his day-to-day status.
He has no air to tell you about it.
He can't breathe to talk to you.
You know, it's a good thing that you laugh at your own jokes.
Somebody's got to. Well, all right. Here's another one I got for you. If they replace you with the guy from Earth, Wind, and Fire, would you be okay with that?
Who?
The bass player from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Listen, I'm already okay with all of this.
Because he's black. He's black, and his last name is White. So I thought that would be a perfect replacement.
What's his first
name? So you must have been thinking about that all last night.
I couldn't wait to come on the air today just to give you that joke.
You couldn't wait to drop that, right?
Couldn't wait. I was on my mind all weekend. I was all proud of myself that I was.
The only thing that I wish I had was the power of Mr. Fantastic, because instead of coming out there, I could just stretch my hand all the way out there and just pop you in your bald head.
Your bald head. You get off the phone. You go to Aaron. You should have heard this one. It was so funny. He set me up good.
No,
it was so fun.
I'm not going to say that at all, because that was just. But what's wrong with you?
We actually have some ideas for you.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear that.
Well, we figured. So now you need a band. So we have a list of Republican musicians or celebrities that you could form a band with. Because then you won't have these problems.
Okay, Mr. Unfunny Tony, go ahead.
Well, Ted Nugent, he's a guitar player. He's Republican. Gene Simmons, I mean, he's a bass player, but so there's two basses in the band. I mean, it works. Kelsey Grammer, and who does sing, so he's a fine celebrity. Dennis Quaid, who is a guitar, he does play guitar. He played Jerry Lee Lewis in that movie.
Oh, that's true.
He's Republican. Let's not forget, of course, Scott Baio.
Yeah.
Scott Baio sang on Joni Loves Chachi. Him and Joni used to sing together. I would laugh my ass off. Joni Loves Chachi. There they are singing to each other. There's Mark in the background.
Scott Baio's like 5 feet.
Clint Eastwood. He's badass.
Does he sing or play an instrument?
Yes, he does. He's an excellent jazz pianist.
Really?
Yeah, swear to God.
All right.
And he does sing. Yes,
Yeah,
he does.
These are all good opportunities.
First of all, I'm not a Republican.
What are you then?
He's kind of a
I'm a
libertarian.
goddamn conservative.
He's
I'm not a Republican.
Ooh.
I'm
He's
at
a
war with everybody else.
libertarian. He reeks of it.
Republicans are nothing but candy asses anyway. Why do you think we having all these problems? They just stand around and do nothing. Bunch of losers. The whole thing is a bunch of losers. Listen, you know what my motto in life is? My code is leave me alone and I will leave you alone. That's it.
Libertarianism.
I don't want any help from you. I don't want anything from you. If you think I'm going to get on the phone and call those clowns and try to work this out, I'm never going to do that. It's never going to happen. If they call me and they want to work this out, I might do it. I'll be like, all right, you know what? Because I haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
If I actually did something wrong, I would actually call those guys and be like, I'm sorry, what can we do? But I didn't do anything wrong. So as long as I haven't done anything wrong, you can kiss my damn ass. I ain't doing nothing.
Well, right.
I'm not trying to fix anything.
Nobody's saying he did anything wrong. They're just saying he looked. Their reasons might be.
They're doing something wrong. I'm sorry, but they're doing. What they're doing is wrong.
Not getting in touch with you was definitely not a smart move.
Listen, anybody that fires another person because of this nonsense is doing something wrong. Because you're like my friends, my friend. They're so belittling. Just get the vaccine. Just get the shot. What the hell's wrong with you? Don't you know do you don't even know what's in there? Why would I want to put that in me? I don't know what that is. I don't trust the people who put that thing together. Why should I trust it?
Do you think that you've put worse stuff in your body through foods or
You know what? I knew you were going to say that. You know why?
Because everybody says it.
Right, and you want to know something? That's my choice. If I decide I want to eat pork rinds, that's my choice.
Okay.
You know, if I decide I don't want to put that stupid vaccine in me, that should be my choice.
I
Nobody
agree.
gets mad at me when I'm not eating pork rinds, right?
Right.
You know, I'm going to go so. Why didn't you get the pork rinds? What? You should eat the pork rinds, but I don't want to. But just eat them anyway. Nobody does that.
Does Erin get mad at you if you don't eat what she cooks?
No, nobody gets mad at you when you don't want to do something except for this one thing. And fur. For some reason, people get upset when you wear fur. Or when you eat meat. That's the same thing. You know, you got a vegetarian. Like, there's all kinds of vegetarians, right? But the one who loves animals and thinks animals shouldn't die, even though the animals are actually killing each other themselves, that person is like, why you got to eat that meat? I almost got into a fight with somebody in Central Park over meat.
Over meat?
Yeah, because I was going to get chicken wings, and he got upset. Spin Doctor fan, too.
Oh,
damn hippies.
So the hippie...
completely useless.
The hippie fan recognized you? He actually said, hey, Mark White, I love your band, but you're eating chicken, you son of a bitch.
No, this is before we were even famous. This was just the regular people, you know, they were coming to the shows all the time.
Right.
You know, this was back when you were still in high school.
So let's just say for shits and giggles, 2 weeks from now, they say, okay, you know what? We beat the Omni strain, and it looks like things are calming down. Vaccinations are no longer mandated. You know, they're by choice. You don't have to wear masks anymore. We're good. You still don't call the guys up and say, all right, I can come out now?
No. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not doing anything. I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't got to do anything.
How did you get back into the band after you left the first time?
Somebody called me.
And somebody called you and said that we'd like to get the 4 guys back together?
Oh, God, it's almost so painful talking to you. It's like,
well,
I don't even know what to do with myself.
What do I do now?
Keep quiet. So the Wetlands wanted to do, it was such a beautiful story. The Wetlands wanted to do some last shows before they closed down.
Right. The Wetlands is a popular place in the city. Yep.
Right. They wanted us to do one last show. So they called me up and asked me would I do it. And even though I was pissed off at those guys, still, I said, you know what? I'll do it. And so I went up there and I did it, and it was great. We had a great show. I don't even think we rehearsed that much. I don't even know what we did, but it was like nothing changed. Because, you know, we're on that level.
Yeah, you're a good
right,
man.
like I said, when it's the 4 of you, no disrespect to Jack Daly, but when it's the 4 of you, you guys just have a great chemistry together. Absolutely.
No, it's great. You know,
and I knew the story, by the way. I just wanted you to repeat it so our viewers could hear it. See, that's why I'm a good host, because I'm, you know, bringing everything together here, piecing it all together.
Yeah. But, you know, that's not going to happen this time, because listen, the reason why I quit the last time was because they were making a stupid record, which I hated. And I was just like, I can't be a part of this. This record sucks. What are we doing? And the same thing, why are we recording now? We had all this time to record these records, right? Yeah. We had last year, the year before that, the year before that. Why now? Mm-hmm. Chris was doing his solo thing. Eric was doing his solo thing. Why couldn't y'all just do the Spin Doctor thing? Why is it you guys come first, and then when you're done and your records don't sell anything and nobody's interested in your own records, why is it then now you're ready to do the Spin Doctor thing? Why can't you do the Spin Doctor thing first, then do your solo shit afterwards?
Right.
Like, I don't get that.
Well, you guys did.
Or why can't you do your solo stuff and we don't even know about it? It doesn't affect the band in any way.
Right. But you guys did attempt, when you were all giving each other the COVID, January of 2020, you guys did. I remember you went into the studio after the Brooklyn Bowl and after the Paramount gig, but then everybody was too sick, so you had to cut it down. You had to shut
Not
it
Chris.
down.
He just had a mere cold.
Yeah,
it was just me and Mark who had COVID.
But you don't give up.
Okay.
You
All
don't
right.
give up.
Right.
You just keep doing it. You got to, look what happened to these guys.
Yeah.
I'm only one dude, so I can't do anything, and nobody listens to me anyway.
What'd you say?
Every time I have a suggestion or something or whatever, forget it. They don't listen to me. So I have to wait for them. I got to wait for them to decide when they want to do something. I'm not the leader of the band.
So
it's those three.
It's
always been those three and me. And if you can't see that, then you're a retard. I don't know what to tell you. That's exactly what it is, and that's the reason why I'm sitting over here. If they really cared and they really wanted this to work out, they'd be like, listen, we're going to do some tracks and we're going to do it remotely. First of all, because I'm all the way in stupid Oregon to begin with.
Yeah.
Or you could say, listen, why are we going to meet in Nashville? Because that's probably the only place that you could go to without a whole bunch of drama. Or just do it remotely. That's what everybody else is doing.
And you guys did that last year. You put out some YouTube videos of you guys doing some tunes remotely. All four of you were in separate places.
Yeah. But you know what? They probably got a record deal. Somebody's probably paying for it and is working out in New York City. I don't know what the details are. Nobody's talking to me. I'm not going to call up and find out. I'm going to say, hey, Jay, can you tell me what's going on exactly? Because I really would like to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So Jay said the band. So what? So you called him and said, hey, is this true? The band's recording in the city?
No, not the city. Without me. Oh my God.
Recording in the city without you. Yeah, that's what I meant. And he said, yes, it's true. And he said, you're not vaccinated.
I don't know where they're recording. I just know that they're recording. It could be in the city. It could be upstate New York.
Right.
All I know is that Chris told somebody that they were going in the studio with another bass player. That's what I found out. And then I called up and flipped out. And when I say I flipped out, I was screaming.
Yeah.
Jay hung up on me.
Oh, all right. That's where I was going. I wanted to know how the conversation ended. Wow, he actually hung up on you?
Yeah, well, it's bullshit.
Yeah, because I was flipping the hell out.
You've had issues with this manager before, haven't you?
What?
You've had issues with the manager before, haven't you?
No, Jay's great. I love Jay.
Oh, all right. My apologies. I'm confusing it with somebody else.
No, Jay's Jay. He's the fifth spin doctor, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his job was to let you know. It's crazy.
Right. But but for some strange reason, he's caught up in it. Get your vaccine, otherwise you can't play. Get your vaccine. You can't play unless you have your vaccine. You got to be vaccinated against the thing that you get the virus even when you're vaccinated. I mean, does that make sense? So this is what I'm supposed to believe. Okay, you guys got vaccinated so you wouldn't get COVID, right? Okay, but now you got COVID and you're vaccinated. So, okay, Mark, go get the vaccine so you don't get COVID. What?
Right. Yeah, I do. I agree.
I mean, and you know what's funny? I got friends that will sit there and try to explain to me, and I'm just like, you know what? You sound so stupid that I literally cannot even listen to you anymore, and I have to go.
See,
my friends trying to convince me. And, and the way people talk to me, it's not about health. It's definitely about just complying. Do you realize the more you bend over, the deeper they stick it in? That's what people are finding out now. See, I don't bend over. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that.
I just got in the arm. I don't know what you
he's talking about something completely different. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm standing my ground. I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm not wearing a mask, and I'm not taking a damn test. You can take all your little hysteria and all that nonsense. You can stick it right up your ass. I'm not a part of that. I'm not down with these people. So that's it. And there's a whole bunch of people just like me, too. And that's a good thing. It's not like I'm the only, there's 7 billion people on the planet, and it's just Mark White against everybody else.
Oh, absolutely.
There's plenty of people like me.
Absolutely right. There are plenty. But that's what it comes down to, the fact that people just aren't respecting each other's opinions. If you want to go get it, go get it. If you don't want to go get it.
No, that's not it.
That is it.
It's not respecting each other. No, it's not respecting. There's one side that's pissed off at the other side. Do you think I care if you got a vaccine? You could get a vaccine every single day, and it wouldn't bother me one bit.
That's exactly what I just said. Because that's the problem. If people want to go get it, go get it. If people don't want to get it, don't get it.
But no, Mark's saying that it isn't like that. Like, Mark can't be in this group anymore because they have all decided that he has to get it.
Right, and I'm saying, and that's the problem. That I'm agreeing with him. That's the problem. Each side shouldn't care about the other side, is what I'm saying.
But
No, it's
Mark's
not
saying
each
that
side.
it's not that. Yeah, it is. One side
It's
doesn't care.
It's definitely the people on the left, liberals, mostly liberals, who are upset at the unvaccinated people. They're vaccinated. As soon as you get vaccinated, you become, Mr. condescending badass, and you don't got a vaccine. I mean, I got invited to a party, but it was through a friend, and he calls me up and he says, "Hey man, we can't go to the party." And I was like, "What's going on?" "Well, we're not vaccinated." "What?" He sent me an email. He says, "Look, if you're not vaccinated, please don't come to the party." And I was like, thank God he didn't email me, because I would have emailed him back in all caps. "You motherfucking coward, fuck you, sucker." I would have just gone off on his ass.
Right.
Don't ever tell me. And that's what I just did to Jay. You're telling me I can't go in the studio unless I'm vaccinated? I just cursed his ass out. The hell are you? This isn't the police. This isn't the government. Even I would curse the government out too, but these are your friends are going to tell you, "Sorry, but you're not vaccinated, so you can't come to the Christmas party. Vaccinated only." What? But you're vaccinated, you idiot. That means you're vaccinated against unvaccinated people. I mean, I can't believe people are this stupid. I just can't believe it. It's like the Twilight Zone, where, the guy everybody's a pig and she's the beautiful person. I just don't understand it. How can
was a
you
good
be this
episode.
stupid? How can you be this stupid? Think about it. You're vaccinated. So all my life, I'm 59 years old. All my life, a vaccine works like this. I'm vaccinated, so I don't have to worry about all these diseased people over here,
Right.
because I'm vaccinated. That's what it is, right? You get the mumps, you get the measles, blah 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 blah.
Right.
You don't get booster shots. I never got a booster measles shot. I don't. Where's all that stuff? Now you got people 3 shots, 4 shots. When does it end? And for what? I had COVID. I got my ass kicked. I survived.
Right.
I probably got it again. Nothing happened. It just gets weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
And then you can't even say that the vaccine is making people ill, because you just get banned. I got friends who had problems with the vaccine. I can't say anything because that's not true. Remember when people were getting in car accidents and they go, "Oh, he died of COVID." People were drowning. "Oh, he died of COVID." Remember, you jump out the plane, your parachute doesn't open. "Oh, that was COVID," right?
Well, yeah, the
But
parachute
now-
had COVID.
But now, when people get the vaccine and something happens to them, it's not the vaccine's fault. You see how it changes? And you remember when Trump was the president and he was pushing the stupid vaccine, and all the liberals were like, "Well, I'm never going to get that. I'm never going to put that thing in there. That thing's I don't trust that vaccine." And then Susan Biden gets it. "Where's my vaccine?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Why you don't get the vaccine?"
Yeah,
it's political.
And I'm not disagreeing that it's become political. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But I will disagree with that. That's the first thing I think you said that I'm going to totally disagree with. The liberals weren't saying we're not going to get the vaccine when Trump is
You
still
know
president.
what? When I hang up this phone, I'll send you a compilation of all these stupid liberals saying that exact thing.
But that's exactly the problem right there. You have if
They're saying
if you wanted
I'm showing you a video of them actually saying it.
And I'm not.
So I don't know what to tell you.
And I'm not disputing that. And I'm sure there is a video like that. But what I'm saying is, if you have an argument that you need support for, anybody can go on the internet and find their videos to support it. There's
that's not true.
Shitheads on all sides, is what I'm saying, and there's smart people on all sides.
Oh yes. It's funny.
Absolutely.
Only the people on the left say that. You never see people on the right say that. It's
Yes.
always on the left. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
If they're actually saying it, then they're saying it. It's not something I'm digging up or I put together. It's not.
I'm not saying you
fake
put it
thing.
together, but you have a percentage of people on both sides, no matter what your subject is, that will support or
true.
argue it.
Well, but what I'm saying is, if you're watching CNN or MSNBC or anything like that, then you're not getting the full picture. Just like if you just watch Fox News, you're not getting the full picture.
I agree 100%
There's a
with that.
whole bunch of stuff going on.
Right. I
But
agree.
if you're just watching one little thing, I'm not doing that. I'm looking at all the stuff that they're banning. So all the stuff that you can't watch, I'm watching it. And that's why I'm not getting the vaccine. I will throw myself into a river of boiling oil before I do it. I'm never going to do it.
Well,
I don't care what listen. I don't care what happens. I'll lose all my stuff. I'll be homeless. Whatever they have to do, I will never get that vaccine. And the more you want me to get it, the more I'm not going to get it.
Well, I
will never do it.
We're not trying to make you do it. We just hope that you guys figure this out because we want to see you back with the band. We do have.
We're not going to listen. When you become a coward, candy ass piece of shit, I don't know what else to tell you.
I predict you'll
because that's coward ass, candy ass piece of shit. Who the hell does that? I mean, you know what's funny? I was watching these other band members getting fired from their band over this, and I was thinking, this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen to me.
Oh, you showed that?
It's not going to happen. We're not going to do that.
I just put
right.
It up.
And then what happens? The exact same thing. Because Jack shows up, and it's like a little liberal party up in there now. Everybody's all happy. I don't really care.
I predict.
I'm just like.
By 2024, you'll be back in the band.
What?
By anywhere between now and 2024, the latest, you will be back in the Spin Doctors. That's my prediction.
Well, you know what? It's not because I did anything. It won't because I did. Because I will listen. I don't beg for nothing. I don't get on my knees. I don't do nothing. Right. I stand my ground. And if you come back to me, that means you're going to change your stupid attitude. So that means if I'm back in the band, I'm still not vaccinated. I'm still not wearing a mask, and I'm still not getting tested because I'm not getting tested. I'm not taking a goddamn test, and I'm going to show it to you. Who the hell are you? That I got to show you my test. Here's my test. And I got to do that every time I show up?
I'm not.
How many times do I have to do that? Like, that's what I asked Jay. That's why me and Jay were getting into this huge fight. How many times do I have to show a test? Every time I go into this, like every day or every 3 days or once a week.
I'm not
What's wrong with you?
I'm not saying that you're back in the band because you changed your ways. I just hope all you guys figure it out and get you back because you guys, the four of you, should be in that band together.
There's no figuring out. Stop being a jerk. That's it.
All right, fine. I hope they all stop being jerks.
Grow up. I mean, this is ridiculous.
If Aaron called you, if Aaron called you up right now, would you take the call?
Yeah, I would. Anybody that calls me, I'm taking the call because I would love to hear what anybody's got to say. But like I said, I am not budging because why should I? This is stupid. All the people who know it's stupid are saying this is stupid, and everybody who isn't, it's the same thing. My friend, on Instagram, he's just like, well, you got a lot of misinformation up there, and I know a lot about this, and so I can educate you. And what? What is wrong with you? He's going to educate me, and then I'm going, oh, you know what? Tony told me what to do, and now I'm going to run out and get the vaccine. I'll be back in 20 minutes, dear. I trust it. He's just, what is he doing? First of all, this is what people have to understand. All of us don't know shit. The only thing we know is what they tell us. None of us has an electron microscope or a magnifying glass or any kind of that. We don't have a lab. So we just read something, and we either choose to believe it or we don't.
Right. I agree with that.
Right. That's it. So I don't trust you. So I'm not taking the vaccine because I don't trust you. So you can still trust things, just like some people don't believe the earth is round. Right? I got up in the Concorde. I looked down at the earth. It was round. I was like, well, you know what? Now I know it. I didn't know it before. People told me it was round. I saw pictures of it was round. I never actually saw that it was round. I believed that it was round, but now I know it's round because I can see it. And that's how I live my life. I have to know. And so I learned enough from the people who are for the vaccine. I listen to all that stuff, and I listen to all the people who are against the vaccine, and I listen to all that stuff, and I know I have natural immunity because I understand how that works. And so I don't need to put the vaccine. And plus I see all these people having all these bad, these horrible problems with it. So I'm not going to get it. I just talked to a doctor friend of mine yesterday. He's a doctor. He owns three clinics, and he said to me, he's seen people have hand problems. So imagine if I got that shot, because everybody pressured me into getting it, and then my fingers all got whacked out, or I suffer from whatever. What's that dude? Eric Clapton suffered from, right?
Right. Yeah.
Everybody would have to be running for their lives now.
So either way, you'd be out of the band. So just go get the shot. What's the difference?
Yeah, I'm not getting that shit. If I get the shot, I'm going to put it right in your ass because you probably need another one anyway.
I can use any help I can get, pal. All right,
Is there a shot that will make you funny because that's what you need?
that's why I keep coming there every day. I'm hoping somebody's got it.
You got to do something.
I'm working on it, pal. Appreciate your time as always. Is Erin home now? Can you just go to her and get a nice big hug from her, and she'll make you feel better.
Listen. I'm in a good mood, man. I'm married to a wonderful woman.
Yes, you are.
We got a nice house. We had a big giant hole. The ice storm hit the top of the roof, and we didn't know it. And then it started raining, and so we had to tear the roof out. I mean, not the roof, the ceiling out in the living room. And these guys just came up in here and put that thing all back together again. And I was like, see, that's a real man. I'm just a musician. Those are men.
Absolutely. And they do it quick, too, right?
Musician. I didn't even know. I should have watched them do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to begin to do what they did. They just put the whole thing back together again.
It's amazing what they do.
It's unbelievable. So I was just like, wow. So we're happy about that.
Nice.
And she just went down to Texas looking for houses. So she's, we found some nice houses.
Wow.
And because I got to go back to Texas, I can't live in this blue state. This state is goddamn masks. She wanted to make. You know what they're trying to do here in Oregon? They're trying to make masks permanent.
Oh, no kidding.
Forever. So all these people will be dead, and 3 generations from now, kids are like, why are we wearing masks?
It's an improvement. It's an improvement for some people.
It's unbelievable. And so, but you know what's funny about this state? It's really a lot of conservatives here. And so you go into the store and people aren't wearing masks. Some people are, some people aren't. And the cops, there's not enough cops here. It's not like New York City where there's a cop for every 10 people.
Right,
or actually there's 10 cops for every 1 person. And so they can't really, and these cops ain't going to enforce it. Excuse me, sir, will you please put your mask on? Well, I'm walking around. I walk the stupid dog. Nobody's wearing a mask. It's great. So, but Texas should be better.
Good. I'm glad you're moving back down there. You get your way with her, man. She's a good woman.
You don't get it, dude. She wants to move to Texas. I would stay here. I don't care. I don't care where I live.
Yeah, but
you think all this blue?
She'd be listening to you the whole time, complain about it, and then
That's what you would like to believe, right? But that's not the truth. The truth is she was down there, and she says, I want to go someplace where I'm free. Because, we can't go to dinner here. I'm just going to get into a fight, right? So we don't go to dinner here. Plus, the food sucks. If there was ever a state where the food sucks, this is it. And I've been to all 50 states. And this state's got the worst food. I can't believe it. It sucks here. As a matter of fact, there's a barbecue place, and the black people from Memphis, and that's the only good thing in this entire freaking town. Everything else here sucks. I had Indian food. I wanted to go back there and kick the guy's ass. I had Chinese food. I was like, are you people serious? We're closer to China than New York City, and it sucks. What's wrong with you? So nothing's good here. So I don't even eat out. I don't even eat out. All I have is the barbecue grill, my man pan, and my air fryer, and that's it.
Yeah, she's got to get you. Yeah, she's got to get you back down there quick because you need to cheer up.
I am cheered up. I'm a very happy man right now.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm very happy, dude. You know what's great? You know what makes me happy? You can't bully me. I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't care. You can threaten me. You can take all my stuff away. It doesn't matter. I'll still be happy because I'm not doing what you want me to do.
We're not doing any of that.
That's true happiness, is when you get to do what you want to do, and you don't care about the consequences because that's freedom, baby.
We're not trying to take anything away. We're just going to pull a J and hang up because we're out of time.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, we got to go.
But thank God. I was trying to keep talking because I was like, please let this be over with.
Thank you, pal, and all the best. And I mean that sincerely. I really do hope it gets figured out. I do hope to see you back with the band. And I do. Of course, I do. And I, in all seriousness, I hope you're hanging in there okay. I know it must be upsetting. I'd be really pissed too.
Yeah, I'd be really mad.
So.
Yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm really mad, but I'm not really bad.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
going.
get
You
it.
know what? I'm just living my life. Whatever happens, happens.
Cool.
Kiss my ass. I don't care.
Hugs to Aaron.
Absolutely. And
Hugs-
thanks.
Hugs to you too.
Thank you, pal. And we appreciate you. I know it's early over there, so thanks for giving us the time.
Yeah, no problem. And tell that pizza guy I still miss his pizza because you definitely
George.
can't get any pizza in this stupid town.
Well, as soon as you guys get back here, that's where we'll go.
Well, as soon as New York City grows up, I'll come back.
They're working on it. All right, we'll talk to you
right,
soon, bro. Thanks, man.
Okay. All right.
Thanks,
See you,
Mark.
Mark. Mark White, ladies and gentlemen. Always a good time with Mark.